Hey guys, Simon here. This is just a really quick video to answer a question I got the other day about using a booster in front of an amp instead of like a distortion or overdrive pedal. And the way I see it is that you know, using an overdrive or a distortion is like one thing. It will add the distortion in front of your amp, but using a booster, it's just going to give you more of what the amp already is giving you, and I tend to prefer that for a lot of tunes. I like the fact that you're exploding the front end of your amp using a booster. And right now I'm using the EP booster from Exotic Effects, and I have it all the way up, maximum amount of boost, and I'm running into this beautiful amp right here, the Komet 29. And it's got a slightly crunchy sound that I really like, and it sounds like this. And my thought is, make the amp sound as good as you can. I mean, dial in the perfect tone that the amp can give you. And for me, it's this really dynamic tone where I can play crunchy like this, but I can also play really dynamic and have it almost clean. Even with a P90 like this, if you use like a single coil guitar, it could be even more clean. And then just add the, in this case, the EP booster for a bit of push, and they're into really great classic overdrive territory. Okay guys, now I've changed the amp from the Komet 29 to this old 65 Fender Bassman right here. It's a different amp, and it's a more vintage sounding amp, it's a more clean amp. So this amp will allow you to play some more clean stuff right on the edge of Breakup. So it's more clean, but it's right on the edge of Breakup. And if you want to use this this trick or this technique or this idea of boosting the front end of your amp to get more gain, you need to be on the edge of Breakup or into a really dirty amp for it to really work. So now I got this sound, and it's right where the amp starts to give some natural overdrive. Now I'm adding the EP booster. And the EP booster right here is still, it's at the maximum amount of boost, and you don't have to boost that much. Now I'm halfway up. So you could use it just to give a little bit of push and Or you could use it like I do, just full on. And if you want to, of course, you can turn up the amp so it starts to break up on its own, like this. And now by adding the EP, you're going to get even more gain, of course. So it's just a matter of setting up the amp where you like it. But I use this amp a lot for clean stuff, so I have it right on the edge of Breakup, and I can use overdrives or boost pedals to give me the crunch. Now, if you don't have like an EP booster or something else, you can use a lot of different things to boost your amp. On this board I have a compressor, and now I've just turned the output of the compressor up to get the same kind of deal like I was using the EP booster to overdrive my amp. So you can use pretty much anything with a volume control. And if I turn the output on the Cali 76 up all the way, it's really easy to push the Fender Bassman into overdrive. Now, this being a comparison between using a booster to get more of the amp sound, that compared to having like an overdrive, which is great too. Let me just add a great overdrive to the amp to get a different sound. It's a great amp tone. I really like it, and I really like this overdrive pedal. It's great to have this into the Fender Bassman or any amp really, but it's a different sound. I'm adding something. I'm adding like a different flavor. If I use the EP booster, it will give me a different kind of sound. Now this is more of the amp tone that I already have, just being pushed by the EP booster. And of course, you can add different pedals or even stack pedals like. So as long as you have something with a volume control on it, just turn it up and turn the gain down maybe a little bit and just add some volume, and you're going to get a great boost. Okay guys, so now I'm back on the Komet 29, back to the classic rock tone. And I just want to enhance that tone. And now I got a different booster hooked up. You can see it on your screen. It's the Carl Martin Dual Injection. It's a clean boost and no color added. And the reason why I like this booster is because it has two boosts built in, but you can use them independently or together. So the first one is just to add just a little bit of boost to just push this tone. Just a little push, just it's a little easier to play. Adding boost number 2. Just a little more than before, just yeah, a little something extra, and then I can add boost number 1 into boost number 2. Alright you guys, this was just a really quick video about how I like to use different boosters into semi-dirty or really overdriven amps. I just like to use them that way, and I sometimes prefer to use boosters instead of overdrives or distortions, though those kind of pedals can be really cool too. And you can use, like I said in the video, almost any kind of booster. I really like the EP, and that's the one I use because it has some color. But I would say this is an RC booster. It has a little bit of gain, but a lot of boost, and an EQ, which can be really, really cool to have a bit of EQ to really fine-tune your sound. With the EP, you're sort of you're going with the sound that the EP has, and it's that warm tone that I really like. But this guy, you can really fine-tune the treble frequencies and the bass, which is cool. This one is a fuller drive, it says, but it's also a booster and a drive pedal and a treble booster in one little box. I like this because it has all these options and it sounds really, really good and really open, I think, and natural. And sometimes it's really cool to add the treble booster. That's a different kind of sound, but sometimes the frequencies that you really want to boost are the upper frequencies to really cut through a mix. I like this. Now, if you don't have any of these, I would say you could do pretty much the same thing using just like a regular tube screamer or any kind of overdrive, just by using the pedal with the volume all the way up like I do and the drive down, just to really add this push. But if you use like a tube screamer like this, you're gonna add some mid-range too. It has like this mid-range bump that will also make you cut through the mix, and that can be really cool too. It's just a different kind of boost. And the last one that I used in this video was the dual injection, which is two identical boost pedals in one. I believe it is the boost that comes from the Carl Martin hot drive and boost pedals. That's how I discovered this boost in the first place. But I like the fact that you have two different levels of boost, so you could have like a crunch tone and using boost number 1 to get a little more gain, and number 2 to have like a lead tone. And maybe you can add them both to this over-the-top gain, really a lot of gain tone. I like it. So I hope you can use this video, and maybe you get inspired to check out the amp that you're already using and see if you have any boost pedals, and see if this is something that will work for you. For me, it's a really, it's the way to do it. I really like it, and I use boosters and overdrives to really push that amp into some serious rock tone. So before I know it, I'll be back with more videos. Please subscribe and come back and see me for more of those videos, and take care. See you.